All right. Hello, everybody. Let me get Michael's sound up.
Are we started?
We're
Are we good to
started.
go?
We're down now. We're good now. We're waiting on them still. Waiting on the teams a little bit. But for now, hello, everybody. Welcome to week 4 of Rekt League. I am going to be your host this evening, Winterheart. Joining me is none other than Michael Udall. Michael, hello.
Hey, thank you guys so much for having me. I'm excited. This is my first time ever casting, so go
Yeah.
easy on me. But I feel like it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I feel like we're gonna do great.
Yeah. It's my first time hosting, so it's first for everybody. So we got some time still. We're waiting on a couple of people from Trog squad, it looks like, to get home. So we got some time to fill. So let's talk about you. How are you doing? You recently taken a hiatus, at the very least, from pro play. How's that treating you?
I mean, it comes with mixed emotions. I mean, I feel like anytime you swap careers, you know, because for 3 years I pretty much would wake up every day. I'd scrim from 2 to like midnight. And
Hmm.
then one day I just stopped doing that. So it's a very weird change, but I am really excited moving forward. I'm going to be getting into casting and streaming, which I'm really excited about. Just going into content creation and being still an on-camera personality. It's gonna be sick, man. What about you? How's life for you? I see your GM number
That's awesome.
83.
That's
How's that
it's
been?
team league. I'm a fraud. Don't worry.
Oh, he's a fraud.
I dropped out yesterday of Grandmaster in Hero League. I was like 180 for
Okay.
earlier. But I'm doing good. I'm streaming 6 days a week, both part only a few hours, but can't make it my full time job yet. So we're hanging out, but I'm doing well. I'm excited to do this. This is first time hosting, like I said, so excited to have this opportunity as well. Team should be good in a second, they say. Um,
I need to get them in the lobby.
yeah.
Are you in school right now, or what are you doing?
No, so I am. I went to college for a couple of years, and I was like, not really my thing. Never did great in school, so it wasn't ever my favorite. But yeah, I'm just working as a waiter right now, so just kind of taking smaller shifts and then spending as much time as I can streaming, pretty much.
That's really cool, man. That's awesome. I,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like one of my dream careers is being a waiter. Is that weird? I like.
Oh,
I
really?
want to be a waiter at some point. Well, I really love interacting with people.
That's fair. Yeah, it's
And
definitely the right job for that, for sure.
yeah, so hopefully at some point we'll be able to do that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Do you know who is the crown for the team on the right?
I want to say J Fry, but I could be wrong.
I asked, and we're waiting for a response. I'll ask that first.
All right.
I can count us in. So these teams played against each other before, or
They haven't in Rec League. They have played a couple of other teams. My team has played both of these teams in the past, but neither of them did anything too crazy. I'd probably say expect some standard drafts, more standard out of both of them. The fun ones are going to come in later, but it looks like we're going to
yeah, it
go
looks
ahead.
like I'm gonna start it.
Absolutely.
Perfect. They said crowns are right. We're good to go.
Crowns are
First map
good.
is going to be on Tomb of the Spider Queen. You said you have played both these teams. Which one do you think is going to come out with the win, man? Let's hear it, because I don't know that much about these teams.
That's fair. No, that's definitely
on
fair.
it.
I feel like Snitches get stitches. We played them. We were bad people and chokalled them both games because we're
Oh,
rude.
gosh.
But they play pretty solid. I was playing warm ups with them earlier when I was just kind of killing time, and they all seem coordinated and excited and ready for sure. Trog squad I know a little bit less about, but they weren't bad when we played them. So definitely, I would say probably edge to Snitches get stitches.
Okay, gotcha. I mean, so we have the first band coming out here. The Chogall band. It looks like
There
they
it
have
is.
the respect band. They were terrified from playing against you last week. They got dumpstered by the Chogall.
That's
Um,
actually Trog Squad that did it. So Snitches Get Stitches also runs Cho'Gall every once in a while. They have a married couple, they were saying, who actually plays Cho'Gall together.
Wait, that's so cool. And then the Gul'dan band coming out. I like this. Gul'dan is really strong on this map. He has a lot of wave clear, which is the nature of the objective on this map. First pick, Garrosh
There
coming
it
out.
is.
What do you think about that, man?
If it's unbanned, it's never a bad thing to pick, right? It's consistent. If you get a pick off late game, you just win. So it's always nice to have that option just to pull people and throw them back and get whatever you want.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Garrosh is a really solid high skill cap hero. And then we have the Johanna Uther coming out. It looks like they are prioritizing the wave clear. I would expect to see a second support coming out here. The Uther is really good into the Garrosh just because he's really good at stopping one of your heroes from getting one shot. But I'd like to see them pick up maybe like a hyper carry plus an Oriole, or a hyper carry plus maybe Anna or Medic later on in the draft, to just really round it out. But they have really good wave clear with the Johanna. Oh, and the Anna Lunara coming out. Uh, I like this. I'd expect to see a Malthael ban here, right?
I would assume so, unless they're going to go for the pick on themselves, which is also an option with an Uther D-Shield. But yeah, Johanna Uther definitely going for a lot of wave clear. They were playing with a solo healer Uther earlier, and in the past couple of games, they like the solo healer Uther, which is, on this map especially, I would say is a little bit less ideal. Just because you need so much sustain, especially against a Lunara Anna kind of poke. But yeah, I would also agree that they should probably pick up a second support here. Maybe a Rhaegar, someone with some pretty good wave clear.
Yeah, I do really like this Rhaegar ban, actually. It takes away the 3-2 potential for the other team, because they have a really strong 3-man right now with the Anna, Garrosh, Lunara, and if they got something like Rhaegar, Malthael, I just don't know how the other team would win. So I like the Rhaegar ban. I'd expect to see them take away the Malthael, just because Nano Boost plus Tormented Souls is such a scary combo. And the Oriole ban coming out, I would expect them to see them just pick up one of the priority supports here, plus a Malthael.
There's a second. Yeah, Lucio for sure, I was going to say, is a really good on just getting rotations up to mid and top. Helps your whole team out on that rotation as well, as being extremely good with the Malthael, helping them run at people.
Well, and it's a really strong 3-2 comp. I mean, the only thing that they would lack is a little bit of wave clear with Lucio and Malthael, but they have a lot of power if the enemy team tries to 3-2 as well. So I'd like to see the Malthael here. It's a deny pick. It's also pretty good for your comp. I'm not sure what they're going to end up picking here. Maybe they can go for their hyper carry, something like a Vala. I'm trying to think what else. I mean, a Greymane's not bad. Maybe even, I mean, personally, I love Kel'Thuz's out on this map. I feel like he's so
I'm
strong.
with you there.
I feel like he's so strong. He actually might be. No, I don't think the other team can pick him. They need another support in a solo laner. But what is it going to be? Li Ming.
Li Ming, okay. That's not quite the hyper carry we were expecting.
Not the biggest fan of this pick, actually, but I'm excited to see what they make happen with it. I mean, they do have good one-shot potential with the Johanna Bless Shield into Uther Sun into Li Ming combo. They can one-shot someone. The enemy team doesn't have a cleanse, and they have a couple of fragile heroes, so it could work getting the reset. The Lucio is actually also a deny to the Malthael. Sound barrier is a natural counter to Tormented Souls. That being said, Tormented Souls plus Nano Boost is a completely different beast.
Yeah, definitely.
That combo is just nasty. So I'd expect to see the Malthael here press another support, maybe even Karazim. What do you think?
Rex Arjana, never mind. All out the window. The Rex Arjana. Okay, well, I know that Zexorus is happy with the Rexar pick. And Butcher coming out on the side of Snitches Get Stitches. Okay.
Fresh meat, my man.
Fresh meat.
The rest of their comp, I was a little questionable, but with that last pick, I love it. I'm a big advocate for Butcher. If he gets stacked, so on this map, he's able to stack up his meat, which true. Once you get to 150, or is it 125 now, basically you become a mean green, or what, it's red. A mean red killing machine. I love Butcher. I really like this pick. They have really good one-shot potential, and the other team has no cleanse, right? And they also have the D-Shield for the Butcher. Man, who do you think won the draft here?
I'm hesitant to say the Butcher's going to get a ton of value. Like, I like the Butcher pick. I love it. But I feel like they're going to have a hard time setting him up. Johanna's going to be walking in, obviously. But you have an Uther lockdown inside of that. Maybe a Lucio to help speed him in. But Garrosh, if he takes into the fray at 7 especially, is going to be able to just save anybody that gets charged.
That is very true. They actually have a really scary poke comp on the side of... Yeah, I mean, they have the Jaina that can go Q. They have Lunara slows. They do have the double support. Wait, is it following my obs or your obs, by the way?
It should be. There's an option to get your obs, and I will get that.
No, you can do yours. That's fine. I just didn't know if I should be flying around with my camera like I normally do.
That's okay. But let's introduce the teams. On the blue side, we have Snitches Get Stitches with Majesty on Lucio, Speed Demon on the Butcher, Uther or Spectrama on Uther, Bandito running the Li Ming, and Jamster gonna be picking up the Johanna.
And then on the red side, we have Trog Squad, Garrosh being played by Onambium, Lemonades playing the Rexar, Jay Ferrari on the Lunara, Tau Griffin on the Jaina, and Joe Mecha on the Anna. Let's see, Brawl going down here in the middle. Garrosh misses the Q.
Yeah, level 1's coming in. Garrosh going for that unrivaled strength, definitely trying to get pickoffs. Not using it there, kind of a short throw, but pulling the Uther back in right after that. Getting some damage down early.
I love the BM coming out by both teams. You saw him B-stepping, dancing.
Yeah.
These guys are friends. I love that. Looks like Anna is going to split off to the top lane, and Rexar is going to split off to the bottom. I'm not sure about this Leeming solo bottom. Oh, Majesty getting flipped into the tower. Ooh.
Taking a lot of damage there, not quite going down. But Anna is going to be dinking away at the top lane very, very slowly. Not the best wave clear hero.
Yeah, so it looks like we just have standard lanes coming out by both teams here. Oh, Garrosh with the flip onto the Butcher. Is the Butcher going to fall? Speedman taking a lot of damage, and he is going to die. Really good flip coming out by Onambian on the Garrosh.
Absolutely, and that grenade from Anna really secured that kill. Uther wasn't able to burst heal him at all.
But as I was saying, yeah, it's a standard 4-man rotation coming out by both teams here. The 4-man rotate mid to top, and then the Rexer versus the Leeming solo lane on the bottom. What do you think about the lanes? Who do you think it favors?
I feel like Rexar should be fine in this bottom lane. Leeming's not really going to scare him too much, I don't think. Just let Misha tank all those skill shots up and then do your thing. But I do feel like Snitches Get Stitches definitely has the faster rotate in top lane. But like I said, if somebody gets slept like Anna right there, that's just free Garrosh throws.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I feel like the wave clear advantage is on the side of Team Stitches. Wait, what?
Sorry, Snitches Get Stitches. It's gonna happen.
That's such a mouthful, man.
Yeah.
But the kill potential really is very scary on the side of Trog. And there it is, the Garrosh with the flip. And the Jaina burst coming out. Uther, it looks like he's going to get out alive. Really good chunk, though.
Yeah, just like that. That's not a very long cooldown on the side of Trog Squad, but they can keep doing that over and over.
Looks like both teams are just going to rotate up to top here, look to get the wave clear. Something I would like to see Trog Squad do is, after they get these pitch, Majesty is actually going to get flipped. Is he going to fall? Lucio, that is the second death coming out on... Wait, no, the first death coming out on the Lucio there. This is exactly where I'd love to see Trog Squad drop your gens. You just got to kill... Jaina is gonna back. Just Garrosh, drop your gens, get the 14, and that way, let's say you die in 30 seconds or a minute, having your gems drop is such a big deal. After they get a kill, I'd love to see him drop.
And it looks like Rexar on the bottom lane is actually doing a no Misha for now, leaving Misha parked safely behind the fort. Doesn't want her to take any damage.
Is that just the respect?
I'm not sure.
Interesting strategies coming out by Lemonades. He is an animal lover, and I respect that, keeping his Misha alive. His team is doing really well in the 4-man though. So I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. It's the young BM. My team's destroying you in the 4-man. I don't need my bear. I love it.
Definitely. Oh, there it is. A little bit of damage on the Misha. But like you said, Trog's going to turn in a couple of gems right there, but gets poked off by the Johanna. Not too much going to happen here, just a lot of poke damage coming out from Lunara.
Your Trog Squad is doing a very good job of just kiting back. This is actually what I was worried about for Team Snitches Get Stitches. They have the Lunara and the Jaina, the double slow, as well as just running back with the Garrosh. And that infinite Anna heals. Like I want to see what happens once they get level 10. They get a little extra CC. I would actually love to see the Divine Storm here instead of the Divine Shield and just one-shot blow someone up with your Butcher combo.
Yeah, I would agree about the Divine Storm. That could be a ton of burst potential coming out. Bottom lane looks like Rexar has started to use his Misha. So there is 2 heroes, or 2 bodies in bottom lane being used.
I'd love to see more prioritized on dropping your gems here coming out by Trog Squad. Looks like they are going to go into Jana. Unstoppable is used. The flip coming out onto the Uther. Spectre taking a lot of damage here. It looks like he is going to get out safe and sound, though. Good trades coming out for Trog Squad. Really good drop coming out by Garrosh here. I love it. Get a chunk, instantly start dropping. That's what I love to see. Yeah.
No, this is definitely just the power of the Anna Garrosh. Like, if anybody gets slept, they are sitting there just waiting for a Garrosh flip. And it's going to happen 10 times out of 10, so... I like
waiting to die.
I like the Jaina turning in bottom, though. Gets that turn in for her team at level 7. They could potentially push really hard off of this, actually, and maybe even get hit 10 if they get a couple of fourths down.
Yeah, so generally the way that this map rolls out, whoever gets the first turn in generally gets level 10 first, and then can use that level 10 advantage to chain it into a second turn in. I would love to see, since they have the stronger skill squad on Trog squad, I'd love to see him just follow Snitches get Stitches around.
It's a mouthful.
Really good rotation coming out here. Flip onto Majesty. Is he going to fall? Huge damage coming out. Lucio speed gets him out safe and sound. The Unstoppable also did go down on the Johanna. Well, like I said, I'd love to see them just 4-man match them, right? Because this way, Snitches get Stitches. They can't safely clear and they have to be scared. Sleep coming on to the Butcher. Jams are taking a lot of damage. Really good damage coming out here by Trog squad.
Definitely. A lot of prioritization. Ooh, Jams are taking a ton of damage. Might still live from the Uther heal. Maybe? Okay, there it is. Coming out. Looks like they're putting a lot of focus on this top boss lane, though. Definitely want to open that up for a potential boss to the keep later on.
Yeah, well, meanwhile, all of this fighting is going down top. Mid Spider's actually getting free push. It got the whole mid wall, and looks like it is going to get about half HP of the mid fort, as well as Rexar got bot wall. This is a very, very, very good force turning coming out by Trog squad. Really well played. They got 3 walls and a fort. You know, you really can't ask for much more. I'd love to see them hit level 10, chain a turn in and a boss, and then just snowball this into getting top keep, and maybe even winning the game in about a minute and a half.
Yeah, that could be an excellent choice. Rexar also taking the Bruiser camp over on the right side. Going to get a little bit more map pressure as they hit 10. They only need about 8 more coins to get a full turn in, so they definitely have the option of forcing with this level 10.
So Trog does have the level 10 advantage. You know, I would like to see Snitches get Stitches to back off here. It is pretty risky trying to fight level 9 into level 10. Are they going to let Bandito get the free 34 gem drop here? This is actually really big.
Ooh, they do.
Really good play coming out by Bandito, sneaking those gems in. Garrosh with the flip on the minion isn't able to get it. Rexar, Misha, ring, big damage on the Uther. He gets exploded. I love it.
Yeah, great ring placement. Boris helped set it up. Lucio was busy trying to turn in his little amount of coins up on the top. He did get that turn in, but they are going to lose mid-fort for it, definitely.
Yeah, mid-fort is going to fall. Good push coming out by Trog squad. Li Ming just being a little pest over there, throwing her combos out, saying, I'm not going to let you push for free. Unstoppable is going to actually fall here. Johanna may actually be in a really risky position. No, Garrosh's bowl must have been on cooldown. I would love to see Trog squad back off here and get a turn in.
Yeah, definitely. And looking over builds, you have orb build on Li Ming, which is not generally what you would see. Coming out of the Li Ming, especially in a solo kind of, or I guess she's not solo carry because they do have a Butcher, but
Butcher is the carry.
Yeah, Butcher is the carry. It's true. Li Ming's there to look pretty.
Yeah.
But that being said, Web Weaver's coming top. Looks like Trog squad is going to try and push this top keep in as soon as they can.
Yeah, it looks like really high emphasis coming into the top lane here. Misha is taking a lot of damage to these towers. Is she actually going to fall? And a spam healing the bear. Wait, is Misha going to die? Oh. Misha is going to fall here. That actually is pretty big. They won't have her for another about 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Looks like they are emphasizing pushing the top lane really hard. I like this because the boss is in the top lane. The bottom fort should also fall just because they're forcing Snitches get Stitches to respond to top. The Boars are going to come out here. Let's see if Navium can get a pull flip. He's looking for the Uther here. Into the Ring of Frost. Really good place for Ring of Frost. Beat drops. Butcher's
excellent ring.
Dumpstering on the back line. Flesh Shield coming out by Johanna. Big pull. Uther Ghost is healing everyone up. Looks like Trog squad is winning this fight. Is Majesty going to go down as well? Ah, so close.
Oh, there it is. Jamster actually being chased by Misha as well. 35 coins on the deck. Li Ming gonna go try to save those, but she might pay for it. Oh, not quite. She gets out scot-free. But they are gonna get this keep for sure, and mid gets that keep wall as well with that Web Weaver. So they're pretty well set up for the next turn and getting at least one more keep.
Yeah, bot fort fell as well. Meanwhile, during that, I would love to see Trog squad back up and go straight to boss right here. They don't even have to necessarily do it, but you have the level 13 advantage. The enemy's waves are both pushing in. You just say, hey, you come fight us at the boss, and like, oh, it looks like they aren't going to do it, but basically it's bait the boss, force the enemy to come respond to it. Your mid and bot keep pushing in, and you get a 13-11 fight.
Looks like they're going to let Rexar solo it, actually, while they try to stop turn-ins. That's an interesting choice. I like it.
I like this. Yeah, I love this fancy play. It doesn't look like Snitches get Stitches have snuffed it out yet. They have no idea that this is happening. Looks like they're clearing out the bot wave, looking for the turn-in bottom. 3-level advantage coming out for Trog Squad. Let's see if they can get the turn-in down here.
Yeah, with this talent tier advantage, I would like to see Trog Squad just poke and not actually engage like they are kind of right now. Just try to sit back, not take any damage, and let this boss finish up before they go crazy. But it looks like they do get out just fine. Bandito trying to turn in his 41 coins on Li Ming. Lunara gets charged and lammed. Gonna be a lot of damage onto Lunara. It looks like she might be safe though. Taunt going down at a Butcher. Nothing much happens, but again, like I said, they just wanted to kill time, let that boss finish, which does finish right now.
I actually think this trade favors Snitches Get Stitches, though. That boss is not going to do very much top lane, and this is allowing Snitches Get Stitches to come back into the game, right? This is going to allow them to get that 13-15 team fight that they want. They were on the ropes. I would have loved to see Trog Squad, force a 5v5 or, like the boss really doesn't do much. I guess you just get a free clear of spiders, but when it comes down to it, you're giving the opponent a chance to get an even talent tier fight. So, and about 30 seconds to a minute, we're going to see a 5v5 breakout, and I'm pretty excited to see it. I mean, it seems like most of the team fights have been going Trog Squad's way. They've been doing really well at kiting back and not letting someone get one shot, playing around their Garrosh really well. What do you think Snitches Get Stitches need to do to, come back into this game, to win a team fight?
I think they definitely need to hit 13 right now. Try and clear out maybe another lane top and one mid before they take this big fight so they can get that same tier. Maybe wait for this lamb to come up in 20 seconds as well. And just try to give it everything they have with an even tier fight.
Mm-hmm. They are about half level off 13 here, which is pretty important.
Yeah.
No turn-in inside for Trog Squad. They need about 20 more gems. That being said, Snitches Get Stitches are 2 gems off, so they'll have it. My guess is that they'll look to hit level 13, take out their knights. Once they hit 13, they're going to force the turn-in. Actually, Trog Squad might be 16 around the same time that Snitches Get Stitches is 13. They might have a very, very, very small window where they're both on the same talent tier.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to force pretty soon, right before Trog Squad hits 16. It looks like they're going to go for a turn-in instead of trying to hit 13. Butcher's hanging back, getting a little bit of XP. That means he's going to be split for this fight if it breaks out right now, though.
Yeah, it looks like Butcher is just 5 stacks off being completely stacked. A lot of damage coming on to Johanna here. She just pops herself a wall and walks away. She says, I don't care about your damage. I am the tankiest tank around. I'm just going to leave. Here's the 13 advantage for Snitches Get Stitches, though. Are they going to be able to find the window to force before Trog Squad gets 16? It doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like it. Butcher is... I think he's sitting back trying to get those last couple of stacks. He wants to get stacked up before they fight, definitely. But Catapult's all rolling into the top lane, so they are going to have to deal with that pretty soon.
Oh, big flank coming out by Trog Squad here. I love this. Forcing with your level 16 advantage. Ring up for Oz completely misses. Looks like Jaina, good ice block coming out. She did get silenced and Noto boosted, though. Is Jaina going to fall? Really good toss coming out by Garrosh. Saving the Jaina. This is saving Private Jaina right now. Li Ming is getting resets, though. Looks like they are going onto the Ana. Uther is thrown onto the Li Ming. Garrosh is playing out of his mind this team fight. Is Bandito going to survive? This actually is so big. They got the Uther, but Bandito is surviving with 35 gens. That is... Oh, he's going to
go turn him in. He's going to drop those before he goes back.
This man's a beast. I love it.
No fear whatsoever. So you're going to take my keep, but I'm going to get these gems in at the very least.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's really a smart play, getting those 35 gems in. Looks like Trog Squad is going to take the keep here, though. I don't know how Snitches Get Stitches can defend it. I mean, they do have Orb build Li Ming, so maybe they do if she does get the restarts off that level 4 talent. All right, it looks like they actually are going to be able to save their keep. That is pretty big. I would expect to see Trog Squad just back up and get a turn in, though.
Yeah, Trog Squad needs 1 coin to turn in, so they're going to clear this mid lane and then look to force a turn in. Maybe get that Bruiser camp as well before. That's what they have been doing, but they're all going to go to top right now, get this turn in, and try to end here with this 16 advantage and the Web Weavers.
Yeah, I feel like this turn in is going to be pretty much lights out for Snitches Get Stitches unless they make some sick plays, get the Butcher flank going on, get the one shot. Looks like he is really close to stacking, finishing his stacks. Looks like he needs 2 more.
No, stacks are 200 now. It's 50 more.
It's 200,
He's
man.
Screwed, yeah.
So he is not even close. There is no hope. Li Ming does fall. Bandito does go down here. That's going to be really bad. That might be all 3 keeps going down for Snitches Get Stitches here. Maybe even the game if Trog Squad is able to get a couple more kills.
Yeah, definitely. Web Weaver's pushing in mid with Rexar. Misha is dead for a few more seconds. But this bottom keep is going to go down before then, I think. Uther gets flipped into the back line. Butcher going deep, though. Gets his silence onto Lunara. That should be a dead deer lady. Nano Boost going on to Garrosh. It won't actually be able to help him too much. And Jaina might be falling after this as well. However, Butcher, all those kills stack Butcher up real quick. Like, he is done with his fresh meat quest.
Yeah, meanwhile, look at Snitches get Stitches base, though. They're losing both keeps. Both keeps are full pressure onto the core here. They need to actually get back here and defend this. They might lose, you know. I have 15%.
Yeah,
looks like
two katas on it.
Yeah. Alright, looks like, yeah, it is just 9% or like 8%. All in all, I actually think that was pretty much best case scenario for Snitches get Stitches. They got a couple kills. They might be able to. I'd love to see them just go get a turn in. They have 53 gems. They're going to be able to chain 2 turn-ins. They need to get a lot off of these turn-ins, though. They need to get a keep at the minimum. Looks like they are going to go force on the boss. Looks like they're going to... I respect this play, you know? Like, you're in a very desperate situation right now. You're down all 3 keeps. You need to win another team fight. You need to chain boss plus turn-in. I like this risky play coming out from Snitches get Stitches. They have the Butcher stack. He is a menace at this point. He is going to one-shot the enemy carries.
Yeah, definitely. They're going in deep. The ring coming down, though, gonna hit that Lucio and just gets deleted, as well as Li Ming also just dying right off the bat. That means that this boss is gonna be at a very, very bad spot for Snitches get Stitches. Butcher goes down. Uther's probably soon to follow, but that is a done boss, and that is probably gonna be game as they push in with this boss onto the empty core.
Yeah, that is 100% going to be game. 17-minute boss coming out here for Trog Squad. They are marching down to the core. They have knights coming in from mid. It really is a complete army. Minions coming in from every single lane. Great game played by both sides. You know, Trog Squad really just held control from the very beginning. They played around their Garrosh very well. What does Snitches get Stitches need to do to, you know, combat what happened this game? Would you like to see a Garrosh ban?
A Garrosh ban could definitely help. I think Gul'dan also would have been pretty good on the side of Trog Squad. I respect that ban still, but Garrosh Anna is definitely the problem in this game. Again, early game, anybody that got slept just instantly got flipped. Core is going to go down, though.
Yeah. GG. Really good game coming out by Trog Squad there. Impeccable rotations, man. Impeccable. I loved it. You know, I actually, you know, I'm not even being sarcastic. I really, really enjoyed how they played around their Garrosh. The comp, you know, for me at first I was looking at it and I was like, what is happening here? But they basically have Garrosh and they're running 3 kiteback heroes. You get Rexar, you know, for the stun CC. You have Jaina and Lunara both slowing heroes. You have Anna sleeping heroes, throwing grenades, healing everyone up. And basically you just kite back and one-shot someone, you know, once Garrosh sees that opportunity. Just really good play around the tank coming out by Trog Squad there. That being said, you know, Snitches versus Stitches, they didn't, you know, that they came back there. They lost 3 keeps. You know, they had a couple opportunities to come back into the game. I think this game too is really going to be shaping up. I'd love to see a Garrosh ban and see what Trog Squad does from there.
Yeah, definitely. I'm super interested to see if they go for the map or the first pick as well, to see what they value. If they want to try and get the Garrosh for themselves, possibly, or if they're maybe valuing a map where, you know, they're going to ban out Garrosh and pick something stronger against it. Definitely curious to see what they pick. But the interesting thing, Trog Squad only had 3 deaths, 2 on Lunara, 1 on Garrosh, and that was those last 2 came in that last big fight down near bot lane. Yeah. So they played very well, very safe with the Anna, even though it was a solo healer Anna, which most people are kind of hesitant about. They played pretty safe with Lunara and just poked, and then didn't really need to worry about it.
Yeah, you know, looking at the comp, I really thought Butcher was going to get D-shielded and just, like, have a field day on the backline, but it didn't seem like the D-shield connected that often on the Butcher. Maybe that was just a lack of communication coming out by Snitches get Stitches. It is, you know, but Butcher needs to be screaming in the comms, D-shield me, like, as he's charging in. So,
yeah.
Maybe that's just something they haven't practiced as much, but even though it looks like actually our map is going to be Volskaya, chosen...
Ooh.
by Snitches get Stitches. I've actually never casted or, you know, even like witnessed a professional game on this map. So I'm really excited to see what the meta is. I know in Hero League, Nazeebo's busted. Personally, I like to play Probius on this map. Let's see what's happened. Well, what do you think?
A fellow Probius, you are a man after my own heart, Michael Udall. I am super interested to see it. I'm just trying to think of anything on this map. Definitely, I feel like split push is very strong on this map. The objective takes a long time to capture, and if you can take advantage of that and force outside of the map while that's going, then you're definitely in a good spot.
I definitely agree with that. I feel like split pushing, just because the nature of this map and the nature of the objective not being that strong, right? You have to kind of commit 2 people to really get the objective to get all the value out of that, which leaves the rest of your team really vulnerable. I feel like split pushing is kind of the way to go. I am Udall Rats in chat, man. Like, can we get some Zagara in this game? I love Zagara.
Yes.
I feel like she is so strong. Yes, Nidus got nerfed, but I still feel like it is the ultimate to go. I think she is just one of the best, split pushers in the game right now. Wait, who do I need to swap over?
I know Jay Fry is on the right. I want to say Bandito's on the left. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else that needs to get swapped. Lemonades and Spectrama, maybe. I'm out of it right now, though.
Let me see. Bandito, Majesty, Jamester, Speedrom, and Spectrama. Swap with Speedman.
All right, Bandito, Majesty, Spectrama, Speed Demon on one team. So just swap Lemonades and Jamster, and then we're good.
Yep. All right, Majesty and Jafra are the crowns, and Hell Hydra. All right, I love it. Ready to go.
So yeah, going into Volskaya, this is uncharted territory for the most part. Definitely, there was one other game on Volskaya. It was Rekt for Kids versus, I forget who, the name escapes me, but Rekt for Kids just ended up running very aggressively. They are currently undefeated. They're a very good team, but we'll talk about them later. And so I'm interested to see how both of these teams approach it. Another Gall ban coming out, though.
Yeah, it seems like they really are terrified of the Cho'Gall. I respect this, decision. I'd like to see them, I'd like to see the Garrosh ban here. Yep, it looks like they are offering a really smart adaptation. I'm a big advocate for, going into game 1, you try things. Even if the team's really good against Garrosh, you just see if you can play against it. But if you lose to a game 1, just ban it out. There's no reason to deal with it twice. What do you expect to be the first pick here?
Looking at it, you could either go for a pretty heavy rotation. You can easily rotate mid-top on this map, just like Tomb of the Spider Queen. The map's not that huge. You could go for like a Lucio first pick. It's pretty safe. Nothing really bad about that. You go for an Anna though.
Seems like they really like the Anna here. I love Anna. Honestly, like she just really enabled a lot of hyper carries. It looks like they did like the Jaina as the nano boost target. I still feel like Malthael is one of the strongest nano boost targets in the game, but it looks like they have the preference to the Jaina. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that. Maybe they just pick Stitches to replace the Garrosh and run the exact same comp. I think something like that could work out really well. As far as the 1-2 coming out for Snitches get Stitches, I'd love to see the Nazebo, or I'd love to see them pick a couple of generic heroes that can kind of flex into any comp, whether they want to go split push or whether they want to go team fight. Maybe something like they've already shown that they like the Uther, maybe like Uther plus Burden, just heroes that are very flexible and can go into anything. In my opinion, good drafters pick, in their first 5 heroes, or like the first 5 heroes in the draft, that they pick heroes that can go anywhere. So I'd like to see like a Murden +1 here.
There you go. You called it. That's why they pay you the big bucks. Yeah, excellent. Murda and Morales, very safe heroes. That doesn't show a ton in your draft, and those are both excellently strong heroes. Even with those grenade nerfs coming out to Morales, she's still very, very strong, I would say.
Yeah.
And then for the side of Trog squad, who do you think they're going to pick up with their Anna? You think they're going to go for the Jaina again, or again? I would like to see a Malthael. I agree with you that he's probably the strongest nano boost target, but wonder what they're thinking.
Yeah, I feel like they need to pick some kind of dive to get on the medic. You can't really just let her free reign heal in the back. I feel like Malthael is a pretty good counter for that. That being said, they didn't pick the Malthael last game, so I feel like they'll probably go something else. Maybe they just, I feel like they're going to go Stitches, Jada, or something like that, and just basically run the exact same comp. I have Stitches instead of Garrosh, and Stitches is a good counter to medic. If you ever get a hook on the medic, she is a goner. It looks like the Zarya Zul'jin is going to come out.
Okay.
Very much a protect the hypercarry comp. About 3 or 4 months ago, I used to see teams run really strong death balls with Zarya, and basically, generally you'd run it with Avala, where it'd be like Oriole, Zarya, Avala was considered the Holy Trinity. And now that Zul'jin has gotten his buff, it looks like Ana, Zarya, Zul'jin is going to be their Holy Trinity. And I like this, right? Basically, what you're going to do is enable your Zul'jin to just put out an immense amount of damage very safely, because you have Zarya shield to protect him, you have Ana grenade as well as Ana Q's to heal him up.
Yeah, I was going to say, Zul'jin is extraordinarily strong right now, I think. The guillotine damage that he can put out is just immense, especially with a Zarya to save him if he gets kind of low. It looks like they're hovering for another Rhaegar ban on the side of Snitches Get Stitches. Don't want any of that wave clear coming out, but... Yeah, the Ana, Zarya, Zul'jin, like you were saying, the Zarya, Ariel, Vala used to just be that kind of hyper carry, insane trinity. But now that Vala's fallen a little bit more out of favor, Zul'jin is definitely on the rise, I would say.
Yeah, definitely agree. I'm pretty excited to see what happens with the Trinity. I mean, I haven't seen very many comps. Generally, it's just the double support. What I will be curious to see is if they pick another support with the Zarya, pretty much letting everyone know that your Zul'jin's never going to die. I would be surprised to see that, just because last game they ran the Ana solo support. They've already shown that they like Ana solo support. And the kind of the go-to support with Ana is Rhaegar, and that's been banned out. So I think, okay, we're going to see the Gul'dan ban coming out here. I like that. Medic and Gul'dan just... They have a really cool synergy, right? Where Gul'dan, just the nature of him and his life tap is he sacrifices health for mana, and the nature of Medic is she just has unlimited heals. So essentially, Gul'dan is able to put as much damage as he wants, just because, Medic never runs out of mana. So it's just kind of this cool cycle of, I'm going to constantly keep sacrificing my health for infinite mana, and Medic's like, I got you.
Yeah, definitely. You feel pretty invincible when you're Gul'dan with a Medic behind you. You can just live through most things, and especially if she's healing you and you have the life drain running, you're very, very hard to kill. And you can just put out a ton of damage in the meantime. But interested to see what their 3-4 is going to be here. Are they going to go for like a stim target, or do they want to use Morales more for the medevac? They do have a Muradin, who is very, very solid frontline, so they can kind of safely have a squishy backline hero as well.
Yeah, I love to see a Grey Main here. It's a good stim target. Also gives you good burst off the Muradin stun. Just a very solid range damage right now. They go the Cassia. Wait, I actually completely
Cassia
forgot about
Lily,
this.
oh.
They are full death ball at this point. I'd love to see. Man, I actually am really curious to see how Trog Squad responds to this. I feel like they're in a really rough spot. They pretty much committed to team fight with their first 3 picks. I'm not sure how they would transition into a global style composition, and I feel like they just completely got out drafted by Snitches Get Stitches. How do they kill a Cassia with a Zul'jin Zarya that's backed up with a Lili blinds as well as insane medic heals? I really like this draft adaptation coming out.
It's definitely going to be very hard to kill the Cassia. Arthas is decent. Cassie does have pretty short range, so she's going to be in range of Arthas for the most part. However, a stim drone Cassia with charge strikes is going to put out a ton of AoE damage. Looks like they're going to pick up for the Jaina for the Ana Nano boost as well. So their trap's pretty solid, right? They have very good damage out of Zul'jin and Jaina, especially with the Nano boost coming out. They have Zarya and Arthas as decent frontline. Zarya more to save people, but... a very good spread of kind of survivability and damage coming on the Trog Squad. But, like you said, full death ball coming out of Snitches Get Stitches. They're designed right now to just walk at you, and not much you can do about it.
Yeah, I think a lot of this game's going to depend on how good of Expulsion Zone / Ring of Frost Trog Squad is able to get. Sonya as the last pick for Snitches Get Stitches. It really does look like they're just popping Wrath, and they're just running at you. I think there's a lot of power to both of these comps. I think both teams have a lot of team fight prowess. I'm really excited to see what happens. I feel like it's going to be a lot of brawling around the objective, which is always exciting and fun to cast and fun to watch. I think it's really important that the Jaina and Zarya are on the same page, where they don't Expulsion and Ring of Frost at the same time, because I feel like that kind of Expulsion Zone to get the carries away, or to get the healers away from the Cassia, and then the Ring of Frost to follow up is how they're going to kill the Cassia. And if they're not able to one-shot her, I think they're going to have a very difficult time bringing her down.
Yeah, definitely. And you generally want the magic damage burst to kill a Cassia. Obviously, she has a ton of physical armor while moving, so Jaina Zul'jin can definitely put out a ton of magic damage. So they might have a pretty good opportunity. But let's see what goes on. Going in to game number 2, we have Trog squad on the right with Jamaica on the Ana, we have Onambian on the Arthas, J Fry on the Zul'jin, Towel Griffin on Jaina, and Lemonades rounding out with Zarya.
And on the left, in the blue, we have Snitches, Get Stitches. Dancing on the Sonya is Speedy Man. Dancing on the Lily is Spectrama. Majesty dancing on the Medic, man. It's like we're in tune. Muradin is being played by Janster, and last but not least is Bandito on the Cassia, the hyper carry right now. Looks like both teams are gonna 5v5 in middle lane right now. I'm excited to see what happens here. I feel like this favors Trog squad. They're able to get their Zul'jin some stacks, which will be really nice.
Yeah, definitely. Ideally, you want to get the stacks as early as possible on Zul'jin for sure. Muradin also trying to get a couple of stacks on that Stormbolt plus baseline now, but I would be Zexorus would have my head if I did not point out that he's using Candy Cane Muradin, and that's a sin.
What? Why do you guys not like Candy Cane
Zexorus is he says winners don't pick Candy Cane Muradin is his saying.
What?
So
Candy Cane Muradin is the OG. That used to be like the only Muradin skin for so long. I'll never forget. I used to always play versus King Caffeine, and he'd be on green
yeah.
candy every time.
Definitely. It looks like Cassia going with the flank at top, but quickly backs out. Doesn't really like that. Zarya Zul'jin trying to get some quick pressure on the bottom lane, maybe trying to rotate up if needed. But it looks like they're going to go with this 3-2 split for the most part.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try and get pushing down here with the Zarya Zul'jin. The only issue with that, actually a lot of damage coming out into Arthas mid. Charge strikes popped by Cassia. Looks like Arthas is just getting a lot of W stacked. Are they going to be able to rotate top? Yeah, okay. Tal Griffin is rotating top. Catch this wave. Really good job by Sonya pushing that out, forcing the response. But as I was saying, yeah, this Zarya Zul'jin lane, if left unattended, can actually push so hard. That's just the nature of Zarya, being able to get a lot of energy off shields. But it looks like the Lily is a pretty good counter to that. She's able to blind, stop both of them from doing damage. It looks like Zarya is going to make the rotate out. No, she's just roaming. But yeah, she's looking in the jungle, seeing if anyone's in there. I like it. Oh, Bandito is actually getting caught on the mid lane here. Sleep coming out by Ana. Arthas is on top of him, slowing him. He is going to get out. That is the power of the medic, the infinite heals. Really good opportunity and try by Trog squad, though.
Definitely. I was going to point out, it might not be a guillotine Zul'jin. We have Bone Slicer coming out at level 1, which is generally what you're going to go for if you're more an auto-attack focused Zul'jin. So maybe looking forward to a Tazning. Bandito, however, at top lane does just get chased down by Arthas. Not much he can do about that with no supports.
Yeah, really good rotations coming out by Trog squad here. The Arthas, Jaina, Ana have a lot of kill potential, and they're really just using it. Sonya is taking out the camp. I'm not sure what she's holding it for. I mean, looks like both teams are going to be rotating there. I like this camp timer, though. All right, yeah, he is going to cap it. Basically telling Trog squad, you're going to have pressure in the top lane. So if you want to come 5v5 fight us, our camp is going to get your wall in the top lane. Really smart shot calling decision coming out by Snitches Get Stitches here.
Yeah, definitely. If you have somebody who can wave clear or clear those camps out early, you definitely should. They are very strong nowadays. Arthas going in deep, though, just trying to walk at Cassia and hope. But the card strike damage is going to start doing work against this clumped group. Look at all this damage going down on Zarya. She might actually end up going down to the Sonya. Arthas very low on top. Both of them living with just a sliver of health, though.
Yeah, and I think this big trade favors Snitches Get Stitches. They have the double support comp. Looks like Sonya is going to go in here. Big spin value. Morales has no energy here. She might actually fall. Good sleep coming out of Ana. It looks like Ana is cut out of position here. Is Cassia going to be able to kill him? How is Trog squad surviving? They all get out with 1 HP except for the Arthas. He is a sacrificial lamb.
I was thinking the same thing. So low on all of these heroes. It looks like they're going to have Lily and Sonya in the Protector and just trying to push it down mid as fast as possible. Muradin taking a ton of damage from these towers, though, actually. He needs to be a little bit worried about his health.
Meanwhile, in the top lane, Zarya is forced to respond to that camp that Sonya took out. Really smart again by them. That smart shot calling decision, getting top pressure. Looks like they might be able to get this entire mid fort here. They need to be a little careful, though. Majesty doesn't have any energy. He needs to be able to get it up. Is Bandito going to fall here? Good shield coming out by the Protector. I'm not sure of that name of what it is.
I don't actually remember the ability either.
Yeah.
But that being said, Protector's going to go down fairly soon. He's got 5 seconds, about 7% health, so pretty soon it's going to go down. Arthas getting a ton of roots, though, is going to try and stack up these quests as much as possible. He did go quest at 1 and 4, so anyone he hits with roots and anyone he slows with his AoE is definitely going to help him towards the late game. Looks like Snitches Get Stitches is going to go for the support camp, though. It's a very, very good asset to have in these big AoE team fights.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's actually really big for the next objective coming up. That should allow Snitches Get Stitches to pretty much guaranteed win the team fight. That is such a big camp on this map. But I want to kind of go back to the first objective. Generally, you only see it get a wall, at least in Hero League, in my Hero League experiences. I think it's really big and really a testament to how well Snitches Get Stitches are playing here. That they got the entire mid fort just with the first objective.
Yeah, definitely. They are still up on XP too because of that camp that Zarya had to go stop. They weren't actually in much of a position to stop that 5-man push coming out from with the Protector as well. So definitely a good early game by Snitches Get Stitches. Right now, bottom lane, just J-Fry trying to get some stacks. He went on Monty Rage, Vicious Assault. So yeah, probably going to be an auto attack as Jin, especially going for Vicious Assault at 7. Interesting to see.
Looks like both teams are just posturing, 4-man rotating mid to top. Oh, looks like Jamster is getting gone on mid lane. He should be alright here. Good sleep coming out by Anna, though. Is Bandito? Okay, Bandito taking damage as well. They should be fine, though. Medic has a lot of energy. Oh.
Yeah, Medic does have a lot of energy. I was going to say that's the value of the magic damage, though. Being able to chunk that Cassie at a half health very quickly with all that Jaina burst is going to be very good in these fights.
Mm-hmm. Oh, looks like the gank actually might be coming out to Lily bottom. Okay, she sniffs it out. She's out. She says, I'm not going to fall for your tricks. I'd like to see Trog Squad back up and take their fortification camp, though. It does have a lot of value around the objective, being able to drop that turret. Looks like they want to look for a gank in another lane, or maybe just clear out the mid wave. Snitches Get Stitches are really close to level 10 here. That's a really big advantage that they'll be able to get. I'd love to see them, with this level 10 advantage, really push a Merc down, or push a fort down, force with that advantage.
I was going to say, Sonya grabbed that top camp as well. I would like to see them go force that camp in top with the 10 advantage, but like you said, they are going to go bottom. Jaina clearing up the fort camp on the enemy side as well.
Mm-hmm. Looks like they're all just rotating to top here. They'll probably just get 5 to 10% before Trog Squad does hit level 10 here. Jamster might be looking for something middle. They don't have any damage here, though. It's a Lily medic, Murd, and gank. Yeah. Really can't do much there unless you get really good body blocks.
Jaina has to be. She got pretty low taking that fort camp, but she does have that turret going into this. That being said, Snitches Get Stitches. Ooh, Zarya actually getting caught out by a Murd and stun. Gonna eat a lot of damage. Graviton coming out. No expulsion zone. And she barely lives. Guillotine is gonna be selected on Zul'jin as well. Arth is just gonna try and do his best to walk at the enemy team. Big Ring hits onto 3. Jamster going low. Speed Demon hitting on J-Fry in the bottom. Bandito on Cassia is getting low. Charge strikes with the stim coming out, but he is taking a lot of damage from Arthas and slows that attack speed up, makes it really hard to heal up.
Amazing plays coming out by both sides. A 3-man ring. Looks like Jamster is going to jump out. He should be safe here. But I really just want to highlight how much work Tal Griffin got in that team fight as Jaina. He had a 3-man raw ring. That is unheard of. That is an amazing play, as well as he got nano boosted and just really was shredding that Sonya with Frostbolt after Frostbolt. It looks like Snitches Get Stitches are going to rotate over here to the support camp. Like we said, this is a really big objective. They actually might be able to get in there and win this objective with this camp once the Sonya gets back.
Yeah, definitely. I would like to see Sonya maybe pop her support item a little bit earlier in that fight. She did pop it right as she died, so the enemy team didn't get it, but didn't get much value on to the side of Snitches Get Stitches. But that being said, everyone's looking geared up and ready for another 5v5.
Looks like they're pushing in. Remember, Snitches Get Stitches do have the support camp, which is pretty big. Arthas kind of out of position here. Maybe taking some damage. He doesn't really care. They don't really have much punish here. Sonya popping the Wrath, missing the spear. Good size up coming out by Jomeka. Ring coming out. It actually doesn't hit anyone. No 3-man ring this time. Jamster taking a lot of damage. Pops the Avatar. Huge Graviton coming out, hitting 4 heroes. Looks like the Avatar or the Murding kind of bugged out there. Spin to win coming out by Speedman. Is going to be able to survive. Does Jamster still have jump out? Bandito out of position, being corralled like a dog, is going to be killed. Looks like Onambium. Oh, looks like everyone is surviving. No, Speedman. Speedman with the spear turn is okay. The Jaina does survive here. Good shield and healing coming out by Ana and Zarya. Bandito looking to put in a lot of damage. Pops his charge strikes. I think Snitches gets to just need to run here. Bandito jumping in at the last second though. Looks like Majesty doing a really good job of helping the Cassia survive there.
Yeah, definitely saving him when he was very low and could have been killed quite quickly, but does use that conveyor belt and the Morales to heal up fairly easily. Gets out of there. But it looks like this objective is probably going to go the way of Trog Squad. It's sitting at 88%, about to finish up pretty soon. They do still have that fortification turret on Jaina as well, if they want to push down with it a little bit harder. And a nano boost, probably a misclick, I would say.
Well, yeah, I'm actually not really sure why she would do that. I mean, I guess maybe she's leaving to just clear the way faster.
It is a pretty low cooldown, maybe. She's just trying to give her some mana and head out.
Looks like they do make a 2-man rotation to mid. I like this play coming out by Trog Squad. Essentially what they're doing is they're just distracting top with their objective while they get pushed in mid. They've gotten the whole wall so far. It's just split pressure. Really smart shot calling coming out by them. Majesty does get rooted up. He's going to be all right, though. The Triglav Protector is jumping in, beating on people. I love watching this fight. Machine guns going everywhere. Big purple orbs of death jumping for the Lily.
Yeah, it's all very flashy. I was going to say, bottom lane, the Sonya does get out barely, but I was going to say the Triglav Protector doing all this flashy stuff isn't actually getting much work done, though. Drained a little bit of ammo, got a quarter of the health on one of those turrets, and a little bit less than that on the other one. But it is going to be a decent fight top lane. Sonya goes down to the bottom lane. Big ring hitting onto 2 with the Graviton on 3. Not enough follow-up to try and get those kills, just because they didn't have Ana or Zul'jin for all of that follow-up damage. But everyone gets out alive in top lane.
Yeah, so what happened to Sonya bot lane is she just got ensnared by the Zul'jin, and you got nano boosted and pretty much just blew him up. I don't like this hero split coming out by Snitches get Stitches. They have, 2 supports and a Murd in top, and both their damage bottom. Generally, you want to split your supports up, right? Throw your Lily, Sonya bot, have your Cassia, Medic, Murd in top. Just that way you can win on both sides of the map, because when you have the 3 supports together, or the 2 supports plus the Murd in, they just don't have any damage or kill pressure. So in the future, I'd like to see them split those heroes up. It does look like Sonya is taking out the siege camp again here. He's done a really good job here by Speedo Man of constantly taking out his mercs, just constantly getting that top pressure for his team.
Yeah, definitely getting those mercs, they got buffed fairly recently, a couple of months ago, to work better, scale better into the late game. So definitely going to be good. Oh, Nambian actually taking a decent amount of damage in mid lane. Spectroma kind of ignoring the fight, taking his fort camp. Fight is going to be brought to him at some point, though. Looks like everybody's going to back off, take that poke damage. And Tower Griffin still has his fort camp from a few minutes ago, and is already back up, so they can get another one if they want.
Look at the support camp, though. Sonya was trying to solo it. It's getting sniffed out by Joe Mecha. Sleep coming out, missing. Zul'jin doing a lot of damage. All right, Speedman, Pops Wrath gets it. Big ring coming out by Tower Griffin. The guillotine follow-up. 2 heroes instantly get exploded. Great work coming out by Trog Squad. Are they going to be able to get more? Huge damage coming out of Jamsters. The turn onto Zul'jin. Jamsters pops the avatar and survives. Speed Demon going absolutely insane with the stim drone right now. He says, Ana, you're mine. Going onto Lemonades now. Looks like Majesty is going to be chased down. Oh, no. He actually is going to survive. Great play coming out by Majesty. Jamster and Speed Demon. Good peel coming out by them. Can Speed Demon turn this? He is the only damage here. No, it looks like he might fall. Is Tal Griffin? He still has the slows. Oh, okay, he lets him leave.
It looks like they're going to try and turn, maybe get Jamster at the end of this. It does get rooted out of his jump, actually, so that's going to be 1 dead Muradin. That was an excellent route to stop that jump. Great timing on that.
Yeah, really well played. Looked like they're just going to clear out the map pressure off of those, what was it, 2-3 kills. That guillotine plus Ring of Frost combo is so deadly. That was beautiful. Really good coordination coming out by Trog Squad. That's what I love to see,
Yeah, I would like to see Trog Squad maybe take their siege camp right here, right before they go all the way to the other side of the map, hit 16, and then force this fight. The Protector does take a long time to cap, but it looks like Speed Demon's going to be in a bit of a trouble here. Onambian doing his best to slow him down. I don't know if the Morales heals are going to be enough here. Speed Demon goes down. And
really good play coming out by Arthas, just slowing that Sonya forever. It looks like the nano boosted Jaina is going to be, has the flank, the Graviton coming. 2-man Graviton, the Ring of Frost follow-ups. Looks like Medic and Sonya get exploded. Is Lily going to fall as well? Huge plays coming out by Trog Squad. The 4-man kill. I'd love to see them just push Push right now. You don't need the objective. Take
Yeah.
that bottom fort.
Ignore the
Push it
protector, just
down.
push. That was, these combos coming out on the side of Trog Squad. Just graviton into ring or the other way around into a guillotine. There's so much control and damage coming out from Trog Squad.
Yeah, it's impeccable play, honestly. They're really following each other up well. I was a little skeptical at first, you know, like this is a high level of execution comp and they're making it look easy. They're destroying people left and right. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to witness, man. It brings a tear to my eye. I love it. Looks like they are going to push the bottom lane down. They get the fort. The objector is at 60% here. It looks like Stitches are rotating to contest it. It looks like they're all running towards the bot side here. They should be able to get in time to force an overtime. Is Jaina caught up position here, though? Good flank coming out by Speedman. Huge damage coming out onto Jaina. Good ice block to save her life. And she returned damage onto Jamster, half HP. Oh, okay.
Speed
Speedman has the
Demon
flank
getting this
here.
flank, yeah. But
Oh, nah.
misses the spear. It gets caught out of position. It's going to take a ton of damage here. Might not go down, but oof. Another ring coming out. Roots the Lily up. Doesn't actually get much. Onambian getting pretty low. Pops the army. Protector coming in from the back. That is Zarya in there, so once she pops out of there, she'll be fine. That's one dead Cassia and one dead Muradin. Sonya may be soon to follow, or Lily if they chase, but looks like they can just take this protector, push down bottom. They are collecting fort camps like they are candy, though. They have two of them, and there's a third one sitting over by their fort. So they should be able to push this keep down for sure.
Yeah, there should be a keep for sure. If they get a couple more kills, they may actually even be able to end the game. I think they're just in a really good spot here for Trog Squad. They've been playing this game really well. They're going to get the 20 advantage first. After they get this keep, let's see what's going to happen. Majesty, good root coming out by Onan. Is there any follow-up? Arthas is like, team, I've got a free medic over here. Come out. And they just want to keep. It's all right. He's still chasing. He is diving the core. He says, all right, I'll take Speedman instead. All right, he's just backing off now. Guillotine coming out by Zul'jin. Really good chunk. Two-man Guillotine. Taking the Lily and the Sonya both to half HP. It looks like Trog Squad is just backing off here. Are they going to get chased down? Arthas doesn't have any mana. This could be a really bad fight for Trog Squad. Speedman with the big spear. Graviton hitting both supports. Okay, really good sleep coming out by Anna. That should be the end of this chase.
Yeah,
okay.
just gonna take their advantage, get out scot-free, try to hit 20 maybe before this next push. Owen's gonna leave this turret on the ground. Just, it's there for decoration now. Got a couple of decent creep wave in the top lane, pushing some down. Lily's gonna go clear that up right away. But it looks like they're trying to group up maybe to get the support camp again before Trog Squad groups up too much.
Yeah, Snitches really need to look to force a fight. It looks like they are bush camping around the support camp. I like this. They need to make something happen before level 20. They really need to just be running into the enemy siege camp, in my opinion. The bush a little bit to the left of the siege camp, they need to make something happen. Once Trog Squad gets level 20, this game is going to be very grim. Let's see if this bush camp does pay off, though. Trog Squad has no idea. They're in this bush right next to them. Are they going to look for the one shot? They are so patient here. So patient. Good spear coming out by Speedo Man. Jumping onto the Zul'jin. The ring return misses nothing. Guillotine coming out. Huge damage onto Avatar and Speedo Man. Is Speedo Man going to be okay? Yes, they do get the kill on Zarya here. Big Jaina damage. Oh my gosh. Sonya survives with 1 HP. Majesty is going to fall for her sins, though. Bandito picks up the support camp. Is going to use it.
This Jaina AoE is just too much for them in that choke point. I do like the idea of the bush party, but I don't know if I like the idea against a team that has been wombo comboing you over and over again. So walking into that tight little area with a guillotine and a ring that you've been eating as 4 or 5 people constantly is pretty rough. Looks like they might just head bottom and try to end here as well.
Yeah, they should be game over. Tau Griffin actually with the poor rotation taking some fort damage. That might actually be enough to not let them go to the core here. Actually, no, that should be a core. They have 3 katas coming in. Really good playing coming out by Trog Squad. Someone get out the highlight film, make a YouTube video. Huge wombo combos for days. It was a pleasure to watch, man. I loved the Ring of Frost. My MVP has to be Tau Griffin. Absolutely putting in work. GG 2-0 to Trog Squad. Putting in work.
Excellent play from Trog Squad. Getting that 2-0 victory over Snitches Get Stitches. Wow, that was a hell of a comp, that second game. I was also hesitant with you a little bit. I thought it was going to be kind of rough womboing or being super grouped up into the Cassia, but man, did they make it work for him.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the game, the Jaina has 93,000 damage. The next highest person is 69,000 damage, coming up with the Zul'jin and the Cassia at 52,000 damage. So Jaina almost did double the damage of Cassia. You know, that is a true testament to how good of a player Tal Griffin is, as well as the fact that, you know, Joe Mecha was hitting with the nano boost perfectly timed every single fight. Just really good team play in both these games coming out by Trog Squad.
Yeah, excellent play. I'm trying to get a couple of other people sorted and get them organized for this next game coming up. But yeah, wow, that was a hell of a game. GG's to those both teams there. And we're trying to get this next game set up pretty quick, but you're going to be in a 10-minute break. We're going to let everybody kind of get up, stretch their feet a little bit. Again, you are watching Rekt League on Nexus Commentaries. Thank you so much. We are joined by Michael Udall again. Thank you for joining us, dude. We really appreciate it. Anybody out there watching, feel free to hit that follow button if you like what we do. Got more of these coming every week for sure. Thank you so much for everybody that is already following as well. But yeah, we're going to take a quick 10-minute break. I'm going to go grab a quick snack, another water, and get ready for this next set of games. We have Rixer for Kids versus ADEZ coming up. And I got some fun stuff on those games. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes, guys. Thank you.
All right. Am I good to talk? Can they hear me?
They can hear you. Just message me.
Ah!